Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel where it's my opinion, or no opinion at all. Scottalicious McFabulous here, and I hope that you are feeling Percy. And today, Coach is buying Michael Kors. If so, how will this change the American fashion luxury landscape? It's going to change absolutely everything. But before we hop into today's video, if you guys love handbags, hauls, luxury, Coach, Michael Kors, the whole lot of those, please hit the subscribe button if you are new. And if you guys enjoyed today's content, make sure you hit that like button, as it does help me know you enjoyed today's video. And it helps with that ever-changing, ever-growing YouTube algorithm.
Quite a vehicle, huh? The driver must be a madman.
Now y'all know what time it is. It is handbag time. And yes, it is completely true. Coach is looking to buy Michael Kors. So if you are completely unaware, the major companies that own Michael Kors, VERSACE, and Jimmy Choo, Capri Holdings is what it's called, they are going to be merging with Tapestry Inc., which is Coach, Stuart Weitzman, and Kate Spade. And what makes this really major is that this is the first combination of luxury houses to happen in America ever. Like, this is major for American luxury and American fashion, because over in Europe, we all know that LVMH owns massive amounts of companies. They own literally like almost everything under the sun. I think minus like Chanel and like Hermes. I'm not kidding you when I say that. Tapestry Inc. is going to be buying, aka combining, with Capri Holdings for $8.5 billion American. That is absolutely insane. And it's gonna be very different for American luxury moving forward. But do mind you, it's gonna take until 2024, later in the year, in order for this whole thing to go through. So no, Michael Kors isn't immediately going through some massive revamp. Versace's not gonna get different stuff. Like, we're all gonna see the same thing from these brands up until that acquisition point where they actually buy the brand. They're all acquired under the same umbrella. Then we're going to start seeing Michael Kors have higher quality products. Hopefully. I can't see Coach buying Michael Kors and then squishing Michael Kors. Like, that's a really dumb move, because Michael Kors is already very established and already has such a dedicated fan base and is very common amongst commoners. So it's a very smart move for Coach to buy Michael Kors. But we'll see how it goes, and I have a lot of thoughts on it. So the fact that Tapestry Inc. and Capri Holdings are going to be merging their 6 companies together is massive, because they want to try and take on the LVMH absolute super conglomerate giant that is over in Europe. So they want to try to make their own American luxury conglomerate, which is exciting, because if you do know, Michael Kors has gone down drastically in quality, in design, in just about every aspect, unfortunately. And what we've seen with Kate Spade was phenomenal with Coach. So if you don't know, Coach did buy Kate Spade back in 2017, I believe it was. And Kate Spade has had an immense turnaround. Absolutely incredible turnaround. So there's no doubt in my mind personally that they're going to do the exact same thing to Michael Kors. if they can. The problem is with Michael Kors itself, not so much Versace and Jimmy Choo. They might have their own issues themselves. What Michael Kors is having an issue with is breaking the luxury market, actually trying to have a steady foothold. When it seems like they do, they immediately break their ankles and they are literally falling down the stairs. They failed, they broke their ankles, like they need to get up off their feet after healing and resetting. Capri Holdings and like Michael Kors and everything, they actually have been suffering for a couple years now. They've been suffering greatly, and Coach has completely overstepped them now. So as personally as excited as I am to know that Michael Kors, Jimmy Choo, Versace, they're all gonna get that nice Kate Spade treatment Coach decided to give. But what I'm afraid of mainly is that Michael Kors, even though they really are having a massive identity crisis, I'm afraid that this is gonna make an even bigger monopoly on American fashion. So when we go over to LVMH over in Europe and everything, we know that all of the designer brands under that umbrella copy each other. This brand, that brand copies this brand, and they all just trickle effect. So they all lose their own creativity, their own independence, and over the years, that's been very, very evident. So I am absolutely like, as excited as I am that Michael Kors is gonna finally find its place, hopefully, and that that all of these brands, Versace, Jimmy Choo, Kate Spade, Coach, Michael Kors, Stuart Weitzman, whatever, I'm really afraid that they're all gonna bleed the same styles, colors, aesthetics, everything, because Kate Spade and Coach already share very, very similar bag styles and collections, all of that, colors. Like, if you go to Kate Spade, you can probably go to Coach now and find the exact same thing or something very, very similar. And I don't want that for every brand, because that's what's happening. That's what happened with LVMH. All of the brands over there, they all copy each other. They're all the same. You're not getting a unique piece anymore. I really want creativity to be sparked within all the brands. Like, I know Kate Spade is doing amazing, and I'm really loving what they're doing. But again, their main bags, like their staple pieces, those are all bleeding through to the same ones that Coach does. And again, it's probably going to happen to Michael Kors. So I am hoping it doesn't, but what history is telling us is that that's probably going to happen. And I just don't want boring. I want fun. I want different. I want unique. I want to go to Michael Kors and get a completely different feel than what I get from Kate Spade, and then go to Coach and get a completely different feel than all of them, if that makes sense. I want to go to each brand and have their own specific aesthetic. I want brands to be creative, and I want styles to be unique to each brand. I'm honestly getting very tired of seeing the exact same handbag from every single brand. And that's mainly due to monopolies on most of, if not all of, the major luxury houses. So the fact that there's going to be an even bigger monopoly, in my heart, is disheartening, because I want competition. I want Michael Kors themselves to look at their poor numbers and be like, no, we need to turn this around. Not Tapestry Inc. We need to do this. Because then they're going to start creating better pieces. Then they're going to start doing this and that. But now they're all just combining, and they're going to make one big super giant. So I don't know how that's going to work. I hope, again, they maintain their identity. Like, luxury and fashion can be really boring sometimes, and I just don't want boring. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I want fun, I want unique. So hopefully each brand can maintain some sort of uniqueness that LVMH honestly really fails to do in my eyes. Like, you couldn't convince me otherwise. But I want to know your thoughts and opinions on Coach buying Michael Kors, because girl, that is massive. That is absolutely massive. And for $8.5 billion, that's not a light acquisition. Like, that's a hefty bill, girl. That is hefty. But what also is hefty is my Canalicious outfit of the day.
And 99 don't believe in you. But all you need is just for one person to believe. There can be 100 people, 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 100, or 1,000, 9,000, or 999.
Alrighty, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Michael Kors being bought by Coach video. Girl, I was literally gagged. I thought somebody was like pulling my tail when that happened. I was like, oh. Shout out to Ray Ray. She told me. She like mentioned it, and I was like, oh. As soon as I seen that pop up, I was like, oh crap. Oh girl. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be really interesting, and I'm excited to see what happens. But I'm very, I don't know. I'm still holding some reserved feelings about it, if you will. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's Coach and Michael Kors video, please hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that like button, share with your friends and family, and comment to me any type of opinion you may or may not have had on today's outfit of the day in my new Ken shirt, as well as the Coach by Michael Kors video. As well, you can always support me and the channel directly by sending me a very generous super thanks donation. And you can check out the description box below for the 3 lucky links to my Instagram, Facebook, and Discord notification squad. I love you all to the absolute moon and back, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.
I think it was good.
I'm done. No, show's over. Show's over.
See you next Taco Tuesday, bitch.